Radio Democracy, they talk to Honorable Abdul Kagbo, APC opposition leader in Parliament, where they can talk about the recent decision for say they will suspend all activity them from Parliament. They will also talk about the Tripartite, the ECOWAS engagement, and the US visa suspension. But first, inside the program, they start to look at the recent decision where they take yesterday in Parliament. Honorable Abdul Kagbo, welcome once more.
Thank you.
How the opposition representative they do in Parliament? Before I reach to this decision yesterday.
We do with bits and pieces, though it's not easy, we do operate under difficult circumstances, as opposition. But like I say, we owe the moral obligation to this country and we owe the moral obligation to people. So we do with bits and pieces in the Parliament.
So we still not take a decision yesterday for stop on activity then. But before I reach to that stage, they will really trigger or lead to that particular stage when I reach yesterday.
Well, firstly, we all know say the clerk na a public officer as stipulated in subsection 2 of section 82 of the constitution, and the constitution under 26 to be give restriction do 26 make an open say every Sierra Leonean gets right for associate with a political party and nobody not get the right for take that right for them, but it give restrictions, and the restrictions that we give, one na a public officer. If you're not a public officer and if you're not a military personnel, you not get right for associate with any political party. First we get the rumor, say the clerk for contest for Secretary Generalship 9 party. We not going to live by rumor. We wait till we even see the poster, we still not act because they act based on allegations. But the moment we see it, take interview as clerk, that we know say don't cross the red line, because the clerk now the head of the administration of Parliament, now the head of the all the staff them, now in the vote controller na Parliament, and anytime we Parliament get elections, members of Parliament are the clerk, the conductor, and the clerk for serve all members of Parliament disregarding their party. So the clerk not forever aligned to any political party if for comport himself with that level of impartiality and neutrality. We see the recording, the video recording where he do, where he publicly disclose his intention for run for that position there. We as opposition in Parliament decide say we no go be governed by a clerk. We tomorrow and get for conduct elections then a Parliament. Nine the head Parliament, nine they control the purse of Parliament for let he be a member of a political party, and the clerk ought to have known that himself. You cannot eat your cake and have it. You get for decide one thing. If you want go na you political party for be party official, you get right. Then na your soul right. But you not go dey na a political party office that you be clerk back. I not feel say with the opposition ready for taking any nonsense again. So now that make we say with the suspend we sit in a Parliament. Women don't inform the Speaker of Parliament first, and the Speaker in writing, and the Speaker give it 2 weeks. He say log and 2 weeks he go get back to we. So after the 2 weeks, Speaker not get back to we. So yesterday, in fact, we delay for go sitting, and during the sitting, we just go read the position statement. So we don't give Speaker 2 weeks. Then we no reply the letter all right. And because of that, we feel say to we the opposition not disrespectful to we, and the Speaker may apologize and say he go do it in 1 week. Where we say whilst he did do it in the 1 week, they suspend we sitting and they wait for a reply, and we next step go be contingent on the content of a reply we get forgive we as opposition. But we not feel say as opposition we for take all thing again.
So in doing this, you say on the rights to the Speaker and tell him give on 2 weeks when we can have take this decision. What in the thing they read inside the letter as we been say we wanna be listening to the audio side the clerk na Parliament be declare intention for run for the Secretary General for the SNPP party.
In fact, the clerk not only declare intention, but the other one then in party expose, because he say na him play the political mathematics according to her for let SLPP get the Speaker of Parliament. meaning na do all the calculations for let them pull members of parliament of the opposition. That it just discredits the entire process. They discredit even the judiciary because he say na do all the calculations. Then of course the clerk openly come out and say in the run for that position there. And no, we are not in this world. No, we are not in this world with the clerk of parliament political. No, the clerk of parliament na office we get for he get for manager with credibility, neutrality, with elements of impartiality. We state every necessary instrument we use for make sure say we inform the speaker and inform the general body say no, we're not the take down there.
According to the clerk of parliament in an interview we done to Toram previously, he say no sign not the constitution we state say if they go for political opposition and party if for resign, and the opposition not gets the right for tell and say for resign because owner self na a party na they represent na parliament.
Firstly, like I say, 26 give exception, they give the right to every Sierra Leonean for belong to the party where one belong. But we read section 26 to be the exceptions who that they not get the rights there, and public officers there now one, and when you go to 82.2 issue you say the clerk in office now a public office, and like I don't tell you, even for the sake of morality, the clerk now in the conduct elections na parliament, now in the control the purse of parliament. How on earth opposition is sit down? You the clerk they go contest for party position, they will still sit down say yes let be clerk of parliament. He has to choose between the two. We not go sit down under we watch. Clerk openly come out say in a SLPP they run for office day, then we see a big clerk on top of it.
So is it a doubt or fear for say if the clerk hold that position they definitely go always favor in party no matter what? No, it's not the real reason.
Not to fear.
Okay.
A day against constitution, a day against morality. You cannot be a player and be the ref. The clerk knows this very, very well. If he want contest for executive position, he get the right. Nobody no stop him. But you cannot be the referee, the umpire inside parliament. Then you go contest for executive position. That is what we are making essentially clear. The clerk na the vote controller. Just as the president they appoint permanent secretary, so the president they appoint the clerk. In fact, in your appointment now in consultation with the Public Service Commission. Yeah, so we, it's clear the clerk gets every right. We not stop and not for contest, but he has to choose which he wants. They go take SLPP chairman or SLPP secretary, then I can make a clerk of parliament. It's not done.
I'm honorable. One go and say why now APC they come with this, because from 2018 to now, don't they see the clerk, don't they take active role in campaign SLPP business in politics and all. Then on always this concern, is it that way the clerk then at parliament in carrying out in duty for we get for do its parliament, and don't they mix anything get for do its politics?
No, well, interestingly, even in the previous parliament, then we don't get clerk then we not be member of parliament. We may get passes we not be former member of parliament for SLPP. We not be clerk of parliament. You understand? But how you comport yourself in the office? Now the question. How you comport yourself? The big clerk, you be partisan. The mere fact say you not be member of parliament, no sooner will you be clerk, you drop that partisanship there and make sure say you serve with the maximum impartiality.
So how don't they serve?
Now they tell you now, the mere fact say it gets the infantry for come out public and say it they run for secretary general. Then if resign as clerk.
Una surprise or waiting because Parani appointment also a political appointment. Why una the surprise like say this is a old secret thing? We not happen at all. We look at the angle when appointments come out.
We not surprised.
Okay.
The appointment now the president they do in consultation with the Public Service Commission.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So we're not surprised for your appointment, but he ought to have conducted himself with some level of neutrality and impartiality whilst he is serving at the office. But you know what can at the office and publicly now you they run for an executive position na a political party. That does not happen in any parliament in this world.
How much una get the interest of people who they represent for the country as a whole? Because the view they say on a decision too hasty for say on a cut off all participation activity or sitting in a parliament where that's now una responsibility.
One of we responsibility na parliament or where they send we for and when are the most important now for uphold the laws them who they deal with na parliament. If the constitution we not able uphold than a parliament, we not get reason for we not fit for the na parliament. If we not go by the rules and regulations na parliament, we not fit for the na parliament. So our actions are grounded in protecting the very people them. Because if we parliamentary are not able to control, we not able to protect we laws the way they operate with, we not able to stand for what is correct. How possible we go stand for the ordinary masses? We're not going to stand for them. And we as members of parliament, not to how they call the game no more anything where they say yes, so for just follow no more, like that they not get do that they not
so
get.
So what will be done? Because according to the way it starts, you make emphasis say una no go take boko nonsense or continue for the take certain things away wrong. When are the other thing they will not only tolerate or accommodate way according to you feel say not in place?
Well, a lot of things that non they happen at parliament, even in the previous parliament where myself mean there a lot of things that may not they happen where not correct.
Like who's one and so?
A lot, plenty.
You can state some currently where you know the opposition leader.
Where then go beat members then of parliament, drag them out of the well. That is unprocedurial. That not for happen and no parliament. Parliament na a sacred place where you get immunity. Police they not get right for going to parliament and beat members of parliament there. So we get a whole lot of things the way they happen, where we know they happen, way not correct. And we not for continue, for accept them in the under we watch. We not for do.
Some time back, in our letter with the leader of the opposition at Parliament, Honorable Abdul Kabo, the rights to the Speaker at Parliament, and the asked that the Clerk at Parliament, Honorable Parliamentary, for resign in position as Clerk because he don't show interest for being the Secretary General for the SLPP party. But from that time to now, according to them, nothing not happen. For sake of this, make Honorable Abdul Kabo say the APC member them of Parliament not go take part by any parliamentary sitting or activity them. So for sake of this, in saying the Clerk for resign or then sack him. Well, in talk this inside the Tuesday, June 10 parliamentary sitting, after APC member of Parliament them be decide for left the well of Parliament during sitting. For more on this, make we join with reporter Cherino Jallo.
Nabi Enumal day na Parliament as the Attorney General and Minister of Justice and the Minister of Transport and Aviation been table some documents them before member them na Parliament. And the sitting will go on normal until the APC member of Parliament them will not be done at the well, just come inside the well. And this happened after the leader, Honorable Abdul Kagbo, said this.
But for now, we are left with no alternative but to leave the register. We can only remember. Now, what ready?
Make sure you don't attend committee meetings as
After Honorable Abdul Kagbo, the leader of the APC party in Parliament, don't asking company APC member of Parliament them for left the well, the voice them we just hear. After that, now some SLPP member of Parliament them, where they say different thing them to the APC member of Parliament them as they be the commot na the well. But all this start, what the leader of opposition, Honorable Abdul Kagbo, been tell the speaker say them as APC member of Parliament them no go for take part in this sitting or other sitting until further notice.
In view of your need to respond to or take actions on this matter, we hereby inform you that as opposition in Parliament, we have resolved to suspend our participation in all parliamentary sittings and parliamentary activities until further notice.
From this, the question we go on for ask now who say all this come out, so listen to what in Honorable Abdul Kagbo get for say.
I rise to express our deep disappointment over continued silence from the officer regarding our letter dated Monday, the 15th, 2025, in which we raise a grave concern about the conduct of the Clerk of Parliament and demanded his immediate resignation. It has now been over a month, and you asked us for 2 weeks since that correspondence, and we are yet to receive a courtesy of a response. This silence in the face of such a serious constitutional and institutional matter is unacceptable, and it undermines the integrity of Parliament as an institution governed by law, order, and impartiality.
Honorable Abdul Kagbo go before for talk about why then things say the clerk, Honorable Parantarawali, for resign as the clerk in Parliament.
As stated in our initial letter, the clerk's action only is declared ambition to seek an executive position within a political party while holding a public office, and his publicly hostile remarks towards the opposition members of Parliament are a clear violation of subsection 2B of section 26, as well as subsection 2 of section 82 of the Constitution, which underscores the expectation of neutrality and proper conduct of parliamentary staff. These breaches threatened the credibility and impartiality of Parliament.
After all them points out from the leader of opposition and then decision for commoting a Parliament, the Speaker of Parliament, Honorable Singapore Solomon Thomas, they asked them for stay, but they not been agree.
Indeed, I received your letter addressed to me regarding the Clerk of Parliament. Let me inform you at this stage that I have had initial meetings with the Clerk of Parliament and the leadership of the SFP, and within 1 week, today, you will get my response. But I urge you, honorable members of the opposition party, not to suspend your service to this Parliament until such time that you receive my response. Give me 1 week today to receive my response to your concerns.
After they all left the well of Parliament, the normal parliamentary sitting been continue, and it will look like nothing not happen as member of the SLPP party bench and Parliament chief member of Parliament who left na the well been continue with the different bill them with different cabinet minister and bring before Parliament for approval. For the Society for Radio Democracy, me Nachong Najalo, the report.
And from that report, we come to the studio and bring in with studio guest Honorable Abdul Kagbo, APC opposition leader, na Parliament where they talk on the decision we didn't take yesterday for put on hold or boycott parliamentary sitting another activity. Them according to you, so now engage the Speaker of Parliament and give una 2 weeks, and the 2 weeks extend to another days. Ona no be say it's needful for go back and make let them know say if this decision on a concern where there is, they not look into on this action on a take, on a be informed them first of the action, on a because on a not see better response.
Of course, like I say, respectfully, we present the letter.
Yes.
And the day we present the letter, now that day they will go and take action. But Speaker talk to us along 2 weeks. Respectfully, we give Speaker 2 weeks. I presented the letter in the Parliament on the 5th of May. And we act on the 10th of June, so meaning 1 month plus 5 days, and during the time, and the women they periodically remind Speaker, say, hey, that letter. So if anything not go on and we see then complacently they go on with sitting disregarding the letter we write, so we decide now for take the actions then.
So
and we wait on the letter of the Speaker. We say they do in 1 week time.
So this particular decision of the opposition APC boycotting Parliament activity, una dey stick to until when?
Till we get the response from the Speaker.
So in all this, una don't write the president as well and pick the Speaker. The president get key role for play for pick the clerk na Parliament. So now be the right hand.
Well, with we meeting with the Speaker, he been say he go meet with the president, go give you feedback. And
parana clerk na Parliament and a clerk for all members of Parliament. Then and don't they say don't they run the activity of Parliament. Before ever wanna take this decision, we wanna receive this. Wanna be engaged on one-on-one. Say let me talk to you as a clerk. Say na this before ever wanna take the decision.
We copy the letter. Paranda in copy. You know fully waiting now we stands, and the letter will get to Speaker. We get a copy of the letter. And basically, this not something we personal. Not say me and parent get any problem personally. No. Na principle, Not to say we get any apple of discord. No. na principle, based on principle, now we take reactions.
As my colleague guys will ask you, say, if when this go end, una not think say this go among the people they wanna represent here in terms of representation, because from the reports we report are just do immediately after una don't left the well, the sitting continue and the normal business na parliament continue.
Waiting go among the people them now what they na parliament all along they happen they will not they talk, will not they do nothing. That go among the people them pass we join per waiting not correct.
And what about putting hold of on a representation? Okay.
Waiting the way not correct. Now we for make sure so correct and parliament na the house of laws. If before we face then they go against the constitution. Before we face then they do everything way not correct. Then we not get no business for the parliament. We not get no business for the parliament. Now we for set the precedent. If we not able to defend the laws, we not go able to defend with people there. We not go able to talk for them. So we not want to be party to the abrogation of the constitution. We not want to be party to the abrogation of any law. We not want to be party to something we not democratic, something we not constitutional.
So on a boycotting also not go affect governance at the same time, because it's on one day for let the right thing happen.
Government gets simple decision. They almost say wait we dey talk, na the true.
So what can they say?
They come. They almost say wait we dey talk, na the true. Paran when are the clerk of parliament, where they conduct elections inside parliament, where they run the administration, when are the vote controller, no get right for seek for any political party office. So if government know than be, and then still say no law left arm, law this, law do the wrong thing. We and government, so that one about government.
So for round up on this particular issue, let we look at going forward. If una not get expected swift response from parliament administration, waiting will be next of the opposition already. Una don't put an hold on una activity them, but going forward,
when they look to the reply of the speaker and the content of a reply, go determine we next action. This not just force of series of actions them. Hold on.
Oh, now don't to align the different action.
Yes.
And the second one also one.
No, what we reach the crosser.
Honorable, quickly, let we conclude on our decision for boycott parliamentary sitting and all activity. Them according to his own, I get list of decision them we on a plan for take, and the first one now I don't take. So is it that this whole thing about owner boycotting parliament activity a plan something from owner?
No, we just decide say as opposition anything we not correct we not for taker.
Okay.
We not be opposition just for take all thing, then say if you don't have what to stand for, you do not have the right to exist. We decide say, waiting not correct, not correct them for corrector.
Okay.
And me feel say if government self one lay, the country go before law we sit down because we've supported government in most of the agreement that we then they go with the parliament. Anything we progressive, anything we no say yes, this go come with benefit to the country, we've almost supported them. But it no means say because we in opposition, we for support government par all even we wrong, we for support government par. So this na a wake up call, to even the president, for sure say no, I want a function in parliament. And this request where the opposition they ask for, na something we in place, na something we correct. So we grant them. But in the case of this opposition, not opposition as usual.
So it will be the opposite case. Una being in more dominance in parliament, being in power. If this kind of thing come up of being a
not correct. This is not
the opposite case.
You see one thing I pray that we get a salon where somebody did in the governance said we get people away, the SLPP, we no say this not correct.
Okay.
We get people away, the inside parliament, we no say this not correct. So it's not about political, it's not about being political. It's about standing for waiting correct.
So let's look at another issue, participation at ECOWAS Parliament, where we go inside May 20. Take a listen and view them through some of the issues and we be engaged the ECOWAS Parliament on.
Well, firstly, we may get two sessions, except if they refer to the ordinary session.
You talk on issues okay for the Yenga and other
the ordinary session.
Okay.
Under the ordinary session, we get committees them form, and we get country reports where then they read. Each country they get something like 20 minutes for reading reports. Inside the country reports, the states waiting now the prevailing circumstances them. Then they look at the political stability, then they look at the health situation, then they look at the economy, then they look at the payments, to ECOWAS, then use and all. And each of them countries there, they read and they add all the members of parliament and they debate. Interestingly, if then they read Salon in reports, after they don't read Salon in reports, me when a Sierra Leonean, I not get right for debate Salon reports. I only get right for respond to the queries that will come out of the debate from Salon reports. So other countries themselves may read the reports, and Salon we self be read we reports. And one thing we come out very clearly now we reports now the issue of Yenga, because we all know say Yenga, the Guinean soldiers, they entered in 2001. Then go they primarily for go protect and remove the rebel forces that were being did, which we appreciate as a nation. But since then, we didn't do them, they're not able to come out there. And we see outside and go broke primary school. Yesterday I talked with the chairman of the defense committee in the parliament. We tell me say the people them back do return na Yenga na the houses them back na Yenga. But we see them broke school and we see to a large extent them they prevent people even for accessing their farmland. And people and they pass their hate them in the sense of them. So to me, then they not be sit well. And ECOWAS na the regional body we Guinea na a member state, Salon self na a member state. So then go they in a better position for mediate. Now that make me self be echo. That very thing in ECOWAS and say ECOWAS come and intervene. Because Salon are we own country. Nobody no go want for any country bully Salon. Government come, government they go, but the country belongs to all of we. So anything we for better this country, therefore see we the opposition self they support her. Now I make us say we are not opponent to the development of this country. We are proponents to the development of this country. So anything we bad equally, we they come up very strongly. And also now the ECOWAS parliament have been raised, objection and tell ECOWAS say the need for make sure say they monitor government in the implementation of the agreements for national unity as well as the tripartite recommendation. In the agreements for national unity, I see Chief Minister say APC submit 13 names and all the names that are unfair. That's not correct. Not correct.
So before we can talk on that, let me go back now ECOWAS and for sake of the Yenga issue, because we reporter be do an interview with you. You say because of the team that we don't go talking now, ECOWAS take and make them they set up committee for looking inside the issues. So setting up this committee, how serious you as member of parliament and save somebody when I say they represent Salon and ECOWAS things say and take this Yenga issue?
No, ECOWAS take and serious because there were bitter exchanges between we and the Guinean MPs there. Guinea they don't get MPs the way they vote for. Then take from the civil society, then take from journalists them. Where they send ECOWAS parliament, we get bitter exchanges. The Guinean them vex that we talk say there are human rights abuses then are Yenga. So then self-react, we self-react. At the end of the day, the speaker intervene, he say how serious this issue be, and then say don't prioritize them.
And one other allegation back we get the chief minister now we've been talking now that we'll be even call you online now that some of the things that we discuss now ECOWAS we get to do with ear salon no say allege say you say them for watch ear salon and people no for use the plane because it's not safe. You as a Sierra Leonean and safe member of parliament, how to is this statement?
Firstly, the chief minister, most of the things that we talk now are not correct. Me not talk say he say let me say let them pull air salon na the airspace. I don't ever make that statement there. Then they not to even this ECOWAS parliament when we get the localized meeting at Togo. And wait till we go look at na Togo now for see how for reduce flight tickets na the sub-region. Because we they come on here, they go Nigeria, they go Ghana, they pay more. It's too expensive. Honorable Ndumi, Ali Ndumi, when the former speaker, former whip of the Nigerian Senate, give an illustrative example. That from Nigeria, from Lagos to from Abuja to Lagos, they take about 15 minutes. 50 minutes, then you pay $200 for business class. Then from the same Abuja to Lome, they take less time, then they pay $2,000. So one thing where we come to the realization of that, where you declare, when an international travels, you they pay more, but if not local travel, it less. So Senegal and the Gambia then go into agreement, say let them declare their space as local travels. So any flight where they come on Senegal, they go to the Gambia, then they pay their international dues, then the international taxes, then the way they make it expensive. Back to air salon.
Okay.
One thing where I say, they ECOWAS where then send me a video of where air salon grab and it can land back. You understand? And we all know the history we've been surround air salon. Yeah, so I raised that concern. Say one of the things that we make people that will take flights way cheap now because the expensive for travel, and way expensive for travel, not go easy for the person go look for the cheap, way for travel. And yesterday, gracefully, me and the Director General for the Civil Aviation, we get an extensive discussion. He give me even documents them, of the findings the way they've been do for us. Na air salon that accident we been getting in 2004.
Okay.
He give me the document them, and he also explained the incident we explain. Say yes, the plane me grab, then see alarm. Now the flight, and then decide say the flight for turn back for go land back. He say at the end of the day, then discover say a bulb, be and bug, not the flight.
Okay.
And me feel say as a representative of me people them, I for seek their interest. Anything we get for do with their well-being, their life, na my own responsibility for make sure.
So your utterance is not ever make anything negative against air salon.
Well, I don't know. But waiting I been say that the plane grab a fly in turn back go land. It was true. Not to lie.
So now another issue, the Tripartite, a committee member. Waiting on be your appearance or representation day? Yes,
the chief minister been there again. He make a lot of allegations. I just mean they laugh. Firstly, the claim we make say APC submitted names of 13, then don't pull all man where APC submit, not true. APC gets people that we still in a prison where they arrest them for elections related issues them. Now they form this committee. Firstly, when they form this committee, they not even request representation from the party. Now the party basically, because the agreement initially, now the party and the government now then go into the agreement. Even the committee will come up with the recommendation. Now the party and the government now then form the Tripartite committee will come up with the recommendation. So equally the implementation for also reflects the party and the government. But quite apart from that, they use their discretion, they appoint people. Me now the leader of parliament. Go appoint me, say I did the Tripartite committee. They call meeting on Tuesday, and that very Tuesday they immediately get sitting. They discuss things that were also crucial. So meaning I go left me sitting for good day. And me no one miss no sitting except are they out of this jurisdiction. But if I did salon I know they miss no sitting. So what here I do, I get a member of parliamentary na Umfasori Chikoma where I appoint say, well, because I want continuity, me get for the travel, I get for the ECOWAS parliament, I get for bills in a parliament, I get other issues the way they deal with. I say you go their meetings there. And from my point, he has graciously attended every meeting where then they call. You understand? So basically, you not go expect Honorable Abdul say no. You now Honorable Abdul power for come. You understand? So that allegations they say now something we I want late to rest.
Okay. So, Honorable, before we go quick walk about during the time where the committee be all meetings, I then go give updates to the people and this Honorable will be the talk so been day. And mayor and other people and the one concern we been come out now for sake of the governance committee in parliament where they say they don't set up that committee now then go I use for making go before watch inside the recommendation then for sake for letting go before implement and a Tripartite report. That committee they work in parliament.
And they also na a misinformation. What to make us say misinformation? If you read recommendation 20, it talk about for form a committee where they get oversight functions over elections management body. That committee, they different from governance committee. Governance committee has been in parliament all this while, now existing committee in a parliament, but still the recommendation say them for form a committee. So the recommendation not for say them for form a committee where they no say governance committee. Therefore, just saying that the recommendation there is governance committee and it should list this. So meaning the committee where the tripartite recommendations they refer to different from governance committee.
Okay.
This committee gets powers where governance committee no get. This committee get right for make sure say they do the oversight function on ECSL, then do the oversight function on all elections management body. You understand? And that's right, governance committee no get up. You see? So for say governance committee don't do this, that's also my blatant misinformation.
The same way the committee they go present the reports where then do on ECSL reforms, they will not be see the APC being present, they waiting they happen.
Me, I not see reports. On a not present reports to we as a party. Then una go for go present the report. Who follow una for go present them? We don't know the content of the report so una they present. It makes sense. It don't make sense. Give the party a copy of the report. Let the party read the report. The party peruse and the party satisfied with the report. Then the party go join on for go hand over the report.
Now that's the expected procedure, or not just decide to become another privy to the report.
Ideally,
No, I just ask. This is a committee we get structure and rules how they operate.
Let me say just let me you answer question with question. Me say one be the journalist.
I say that's the expected procedure.
Now the question I the answer so. I the answer a question with question. Let me say be journalist by it today. If they form alliance for all radio station, then do report. Then you 98.1 una no ever see that report there. Then they go for go presenter. Una they join them for go.
No, they did that situation they make.
Well, so we therefore present the report first to the party. The party say watch the report, and the party okay with the report say yes. This if the party able make input, they make input. Then the party go join.
Okay.
When they go present report to a party no see. Party go join for handover reports.
Program. Good morning, Salon. They continue, and now they take some message and we una don't send.
And this one from Tunde Scott, they say we support the leadership and all members of parliament of the opposition in regards to the latest moves. The clerk should either resign if he wants to contest for a position in his party. The speaker of parliament should do the needful.
This one from our Facebook page from Kylie Kamara, they say APC with their selective concerns.
And for Mystic Nadwazak, they say the Speaker of Parliament should do the needful by ensuring he puts the concern of the APC members of Parliament as a priority agenda, more so when it has to do with the integrity on the office of the Clerk of Parliament.
This other one, they say standing for morality and the right is in place, but I hope it will not be an opposite if you were in the same shoe.
And this other one, they say, why not now? APC member of parliament and they take up them kind of issues. There are plenty things they we don't happen at parliament, they know they talk.
This other one, they say integrity and moral value is one that is lacking among people with position. Oh, Salon, Lego de Pui.
And this other one, they say the leader of the opposition for make sure say they continue with what they don't start so not to after this and on any other one back before make sure say they continue with them kind of move here na parliament as they say they did in the interest of the public.
This one from Joseph Josiah, they say this is a difficult decision for Paran. Suppose he give up the clerk position and later lost his secretary general position.
And from James Smith, they say the same Paran will engage for corruption and in the worker free so.
This other message inside the program say, Abdul Kabo, you are making a good point, but one we want to think is because you're in the opposition angle, that's why.
This one say, my question is, the position of the Clerk of Parliament is politically appointed?
This other one from Michael Morovia Jr., they say, Mr. Honorable, you said Parliament is a place of law, but why you and APC Honorable fight in that same Parliament and behave like people who are not aware of the law? If you want to follow principles, you also should live by example.
This one is Honorable Abu Kabo. What's the next step for the APC party after this?
Another message, they say if this is the right thing known by all those who are involved in parliament, I don't see why they are dragging it to take the right decision in the interest of Sierra Leone. Because of time, that will be our last message. I'll come over to Honorable Abdul Kagbo for respond.
Well, I begin with the last one. We say if this is not the right thing, if we go stand by them, of course we go stand by this. And somebody they say if the clerk in position, not a political appointment. Of course, the president and they appoint the clerk in consultation with the Public Service Commission. And they appoint the clerk, and the clerk na a public officer, And somebody also they say, if we been the opposition waiting for big distance, never then at the history of this country that a sitting clerk of parliament vying for be executive member na a political party. It never ever happen. So then a non-starter. And somebody they say if this not the right thing, if we go stand anything we correct, we go continue for stand for her. We go continue for stand firm for her. And one let the people know, not so only this we stand for. We get a lot of things that way they happen generally in the country we worrisome. Recently we don't see the notice from the energy sector. We then say car power ship they can go where they can reduce drastically the power supply to 5 megawatts will go be only for essential services. And then they worrisome. One thing we na government responsibility now for provide simple amenities for the citizens of this country. I remember say we government come they increase then go first they negotiate for let they reduce the tariff on electricity. The previous government they pay 19 cents per kilowatt hour. When they can reduce them to 16 cents per kilowatt hour, everybody will feel say when they reduce them, then will reduce similarly the domestic charge for electricity. But no, the domestic charge come out from about 526 Leone to almost 4,000 Leones, meaning then times 4-5 times.
Okay.
You understand? And still, but already increase them, they're not able to pay the car power ship. They're not able to pay, the debt way we they get to electricity charge.
Okay.
So, firstly, we they call for transparency, accountability. They how then they use people the money where then they pay bills with to the extent that they're not able to pay. And we they ask government for make sure say then solve this problem with immediate effect because the people of this country not deserve for the darkness.
Okay, Honorable Abdul.
And you also get the worst picking them way. A lot of them then don't omit them from this exam. We believe say one of government's responsibility now for provide basic education for its citizens. So for let them omit picking them way the sit was na recipe for chaos because at the end of the day then picking and they go involve plenty way not correct, you see. And also the cost of living
Okay.
exorbitantly high in this country. So government get plenty thing there now in plate for make sure say they do for make life better for the citizens of this country.
Okay, plenty thank you to you. We be with studio guest inside this edition of the program. Good morning, Salon. Honorable Abdul Kabo, APC opposition leader. He will talk on the tripartite issue and representation at ECOWAS Parliament and also the recent decision for boycott all parliamentary activity and sitting. Because according to them, the clerk of parliament for resign if they go for any other political position. Well, thank you again. We be with studio guests inside this edition of the program. Good morning, Salon. Honorable.
Yeah, thank you too.